Hello everybody, how are you doing? Welcome to the Real Tarot 1123. I hope all of you all can see me. I hope all of you can hear me. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. I'm going to turn off my phones. Let me make sure my phone is off. There we go. My phone is off. All right, let's take a look. I need my glasses. So let me make sure, right? We are streaming. Yes, we are streaming. You can hear me. Hello, hello. Hello, everybody. So let me take a moment to say hello to each and every one of you. So let me get rid of those. I don't need that. So to the carriage house, hello. How are you? Susie Q, hello. Cheryl Schaffner, hello. Chuck, hey Chuck, good to see you here. Miranda Norris, hello. Mama Bear, hello. Okay. Let me see. Pauline, hey Pauline. Aww. Something about Susie Q. Anyway, let's catch up with that in a bit. Sherlyn. Hey, Araceli. Oh my goodness. Gypsy girl, hello. Thank you for being here, Chuck. And yes, the last time Chuck was here, I was doing some kind of a weird little snippet with regards to skincare, and I think we kind of scared him away. I was telling him that was just a one-off thing. Hang on one second. Yeah, I figured as much, but let's see. All right. Thank you, Gypsy Girl, for being here. Leslie Bonito, Kathleen Cheney. Who else? I'm sure I'm missing somebody. Hope Rayleigh, Jacqueline Nell, Courtney, Debbie Bagley, Kelly, and whoever this is. Remove. Yeah. Actually, whoever that is. There. Then Mary Ganoots. Okay, all right, great. Give me 1 second. I am just going to be here in a second. Oh, give me 1 second, y'all. So, okay. All right. Had to do something a bit off camera. It would not have been a pretty sight if I were to do it on camera. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Excuse me. All right. So, everybody, I hope you all are all ready today. So, me and my visual OCD. Hey, Wanda. Yeah, I'm glad you made it. I don't know where Texas is at. I'm sure she said she was going to take a nap, so she must have fallen asleep. She's had a hectic week. Thank you, Susie. And Susie, I think you said something about your son not doing well. I hope he's okay. I didn't catch all of it, but I hope he's doing. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. So Aquarius girl, hello. Let's give it another 3 minutes and then let's get started. Oh, Texas is on? I didn't see her. Oh, my bad. Hey, Texas, there you are. I completely missed it. Sorry. Sorry, Texas. I just missed it. Bernard, seriously? Okay, so I have to give thanks to Chuck. He sent me a message or even commented even about Susan Powell. And I know there are some cases that I have decided not to do because I'm like, nothing more to say. So what's the point in going on and on about those cases? I know I have said that in the past, but having said all of that, I will say that with this case, Susan Powell's case, it is such a great tragedy. I do believe everybody, starting from the police to the CPS to everybody, I mean, truly let the little kids down. I mean, this is such a sad case, very unfortunate. At least those, I mean, yeah, whatever he did to his wife, I get it. I mean, I know I don't get it. I mean, like, okay, fine, but why take the boys with you? Like, you want to, no, let me rephrase that. I don't get it. I know it's not fine that he killed his wife, but what I find very hard to grasp or wrap my head around is, what was the need for him to kill his kids? If he wanted to go jump off a cliff, he was very welcome to do that, but why the kids? That's what kind of bothers me. And I'm like, you know what? That is something that I can't get past. But if we knew in advance the killers and the things they did, All right. So another case that I wanted to talk about today was, I don't know the name of this person except that his name is Wes. Okay. This was something that was suggested and recommended by Gypsy Girl. And this is that father and his kids who drowned in the backyard. I don't know anything else besides the fact that his name is Wes, and I think his wife's name is Alice something. I don't know, I could be wrong. I didn't get any date of birth. I couldn't find anything. And then I was like, that's okay. I don't need to know all of that. But for Susan Marie Powell, she was born on October 16th, 1981. A date of death has been announced as December 6th, 2009. And Joshua Powell, date of birth is January 28th, 1976. And date of death is February 5th, 2012. I didn't look at the kids because I was like, I cannot at the moment. And if anybody wants to put up the children's names and their date of birth, I might consider it. So having said all of that, my candle is lit. Everything is ready to go. Let's get going. I don't know what information is going to come through, Chuck. Whatever information comes through. I don't have any control over that. The only thing I will say is I don't filter. So Thank you, Susie. Yeah, these earrings I've had for a long while. I don't even know what stone this is. I forgot. Um, I know it's one of those gemstones. It's handmade. Dang, what is it called? I don't know. Well, here. Yeah, it's handmade. I don't know what stone. It is one of those gemstones. Darn it, I have it at the tip of my mouth and tongue and I can't. Okay. Okay. So let's get started. You know what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to reach for my, come on, buddy, stay there, for my trusted guy here. Ready? Let's go. Y'all, Aquarius girl, you're so right. I made that list. I have it on my notice thing and I can't find it. You know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to put it on my blog or something, y'all. Or maybe if I have your emails, I will email it to y'all. I have that list. Oh, I finished it and I kept it, and that's all. I forgot all about it. Thank you for reminding me. So maybe that's why Chuck popped up to remind us all about the skincare list. Thanks. Can I add Murdoch family to the list? Yeah. Texas girl, thank you for letting everybody know about those big question marks. That really helps. Yeah, they're handmade. Again, I don't know how long I've had them for. It's not amethyst. Oh my God, what's the name? What's the name? That's not going to help. It's a hot mess here. I don't know what this means, y'all. I have no idea what this means. It's like a frantic energy like that. I have no idea what this means, but I am being told the red joker. The red joker. I have no idea what that means. I have no idea what that means. No idea. I'm being corrected. It's the red joker devil. The red joker devil. I don't know what that means. Okay, Cancer. I hate when the camera does that. There we go. So she was born a Libra, right? The moon. Wow, right off the bat we get Cancer and the moon. Any surprises there? No. Jupiter. She died in Sagittarius season. Yes, y'all, I have two phones. I have my personal phone and my business phone, so we'll just move things around. Leo. Okay. and Scorpio. Very interesting. All right, so let me set that aside there for a second. I don't know what I don't know what this is supposed to mean. I don't know what's supposed to mean, but I'm being shown, I'm being shown like a whole bunch of crystals. I don't know what that means. Like just crystals. Like, I don't know. I suppose this is a crystal, right? Is this a crystal? Right? I'm not saying this specific crystal, and I suppose this is a crystal too, correct? I don't know. I don't know what, not specifically that color or this color or anything. I'm being shown crystal, like lots of crystal. Like crystal. I have no idea what that means. Absolutely no clue what that means. Couldn't tell you. So let's get started here. We have Cancer, Moon, Jupiter, Leo, and Scorpio. Now, Susan, for her, the fifth house is activated very, very strongly. So when the fifth house is activated, it talks about love affairs, speculation, and kids. Now, love affairs as in doesn't necessarily mean love affairs as we know it to be, like an affair. Could be love. It could be something to do with, the situation or the whole affair of love or the whole affair of a relationship, all that stuff. Speculation and kids. So that's clearly an aspect over here. You know what? It's the weirdest thing. This never bothered me. Y'all know this beautiful carnelian of mine. It's been sitting here. But for some reason, I have this great need to pick it up and move it around my desk. I have no idea why. It has been sitting on my desk forever and a day. And y'all know once in a great while I pick it up to show you and I set it back. For some reason, I want to move it around. I have no idea why I want to move it around, but I'm not finding a spot. Even the spot that it had over here, I feel like that's not the right spot and I want to move it around. It's the weirdest thing. So I'm going to set it down here. See, it doesn't want to be set down there. It doesn't want to be set down there. Here, I'm just going to keep that there. It's the weirdest thing. Hey Elise, hello. Carol Little, hello. Nicole Hammond, hello. Kylo, hello. Okay. So I don't know what crystal means. I don't know why they're showing me all that crystal. I couldn't tell you. No idea. Don't know. Let me pull out some more cards and then we'll take it. We have 13, which is a death card right under the moon, right? The Hermit right under Jupiter. And the Magician right under Leo. So let's take a look at all of this and we'll figure out what this means. So the Cancer card, right? The Cancer card is, and she's a Libran. And I'm looking here because I've kept her information on a piece of paper over here. See, again, I am not happy with this, y'all. Hang on. I have no idea why. I'm all over the map with this. Move this crystal here. See, I have my little, y'all, I'm sorry. I'm a little scattered, okay? I'm not trying to stall or anything. Y'all know I have this guy here, right? This guy, he's sitting here, and for some reason my carnelian is not happy sitting right beside him. My carnelian doesn't want to sit beside him. My carnelian is saying move me around, so hence I don't know where to move it around. Okay. Fifth house, speculation, love affairs, kids, love, affairs of the heart. and she is a Libran. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That our fifth house would be Aquarius, and Aquarius is ruled by Saturn and Uranus. Saturn, as we know, is all about restrictions. Saturn is about hard lessons in life, and Uranus, as we know, is sudden shocks and changes. Next, we have the Moon. The Moon card rules Cancer, right? And she being a Libra, Cancer is 11, 10th house. 10th house talks about morals, life goals, reputation, career. Then we have Jupiter. Jupiter rules Sag and Pisces. Now, Sag would be her third house, immediate environment and short trips. And Pisces would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sixth house would be work, health, discipline, and habits. Look at this. Now, when we talk about immediate environment and short trips, I don't think she's very far from the house, from their home. I don't think she's very far from their home. Then we have Leo. Leo is actually Libra's 11th house. 11th house talks about like-minded people, groups, and friends. We'll come to that. Scorpio. Scorpio is Libra's second house. Second house talks about values, talents, possessions, ability to earn income, etc. I will tell you, what I'm being told is there's something to do with her ability to earn income. I do not know whether she was working before she died, or she had taken a step back because she wanted to take care of the kids, or she was actually wanting to establish a source of income so she could leave this fool and go away. So something about her ability to earn income, maybe she was focusing on that to try to figure out a way where she could get enough money together so that she'd be confident enough to take care of her children and her. She's very cognizant of the fact that there is a group of people, close environment, immediate environment. There are a group of people who would have helped her. But for her, it was also the question of, I want to be able to provide for my kids, right? So she was probably working on something so she would kind of shore up resources or something like that, so that when she quit, at least for the interim period of time, she's going to be fine. I'm also going to tell you she's pretty close to the home area. I don't know where exactly they live, but she's close. She's not too far from there. Like, I wouldn't say when we talk about 14, 10, 20, 28, 28, about within 5 hours, 3 to 5 hours. She's not too far from the home. I'm going to say within 3 to 5 hours. I wanted to say 3 to 5 miles radius of our home, but I suppose we can say 3 to 5 mile radius and also 3 to 5 hours. Now, I understand 3 to 5 mile radius is different than 3 to 5 hours. There is a difference, but she's not any more further away from that, if you know what I mean. Then we have Scorpio, right? And Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. It's death and regeneration. Actually, Pluto is regeneration. Scorpio is ruled by Mars and Pluto. Mars is that, oh my goodness, y'all. Can y'all even see? Look at that. Can y'all see over here? How weird is that? Look at that. Ooh, okay. All right, honey. So I'm going to say with Mars, it is definitely a very aggressive demise. It's not, I'm not going to say it's like, this is TMI. See, there's something to be said about a gunshot to the head, one and done, as opposed to multiple gunshots in other parts of the body, and there is a slow demise and then the final shot, as opposed to stabbing somebody or hitting somebody with a rock or a blunt force trauma, right? But for her, it was traumatic. It was not one and done. It was traumatic. Absolutely. I believe it was traumatic. I'm not going to go so far as to say it was traumatic. Something transpired within the house. Because the Hermit card is inside, within. So death within the house started within the house. Then the Magician decided to take action and create something, and go forward, because the Magician card talks about the ability to summon new ideas and energy, and the ability to create something new, or from an existing situation to create something new, or from an existing situation to create magic, or to create how shall I say it? So there is a horrible situation at hand, so the Magician steps in, and you know what, I'm going to make it nice. So I'm going to take this from here and make it nice and tie it up. The whole situation started at home. The whole situation started at home. So either she was gagged, or she was tied up, or she was even drugged to make her feel all woozy. But it started at home. The whole process started at home. It wasn't, I don't think that she was killed at home and they can taken somewhere and disposed. I think the process started at home and ultimately finished somewhere else. Lot of emotions were involved. There's a lot of conversation going on here. Lot of conversation, talking, having conversations, almost pleading. I want to say, like, we can figure this out. We can figure this out. We can figure this out. It's almost like. You know what I'm saying? And I'm picking up on Joshua Powell's energy. Like, they are having a conversation. There's a lot of tears, a lot of passion, a lot of crying. And he's pacing back and forth, pacing back and forth, pacing back and forth, and having conversations, pacing back and forth. That's what I am being shown. And that's the energy I'm picking on. The pacing back and forth, the hurry, no, please, no. That kind of weird energy. It's the weirdest thing. So let's move on. But Jupiter's over here with the Sagittarius, right? Jupiter talks about going bigger, going bigger. Having said that, Jupiter rules Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is the third house. It started at home. Leo. She was given to understand that they were going to be meeting somebody. She was given to understand that, I don't know whether it was the day of the murder or a couple of days later or the couple of days before. I do believe she reached out to meet some like-minded people, be it her friends or associates. She did reach out to somebody. With the Leo card over here, I see one child who was more cognizant or more aware of what was going on than the other child. Not that the child could really understand or grasp everything in its entirety, but the one child had a little bit more of a better understanding as to what was going on than the other child. Thank you. Y'all, okay, so what I'm being shown is, what I'm being seen now that I've removed this from that, it's sitting happy here. I feel like there's something there, like it's happy, the weird thing. So this is crazy, y'all. I can't see this again. So what I'm being shown is like a passageway. And again, that word crystals, crystal. I do not know what it means. I don't know if there any place over there where they sell crystals and that's where she's at, or any place where they have a museum that displays crystals, or anywhere there people find crystals. I don't know what it means. But again, I'm being shown crystals, and I'm being shown like a passageway, like a passageway. It's not like a proper doorway and a doorway and a door jam, and it's not like that. It's like a passageway, like two pillars almost, but it's not, again, it's not a proper pillar. It's almost like it's in the rock, you know what I mean? It's like it's not a cave even. It's a proper passageway. It looks like how tall are doors usually for our homes. It looks like that, but it's rocks. It's weird. I don't know what this place is. 11 steps from the entrance. 11 steps from the entrance. I saw a number in that, so I'm putting the number in this. 11 steps from the entrance. "11 steps deep from the entrance." So I don't know if it means down or this way deep. I'm being corrected. L, I don't know what L means. Like these are the places, these are the times when, if any of y'all figure out what it is, let me know, because I don't know. Then we have H. So let's take a look. So let's take a look. Absolutely manipulated, absolutely controlled. You see the death card? Absolutely, hang on. Absolutely controlled, absolutely manipulated. I don't know what L, H, and D means. I don't know what L, H, and D means. Holly and something like that. Yes. Yes. Hey Sonia, this is for Susan Powell. No, y'all, this is weird energy. I'm going to tell you something, y'all. So I have a great need. You have no idea. I don't believe y'all have seen me do this. I have such a weird energy about me. I want to organize everything on my desk, like right now while I'm live, while I'm supposed to be doing this reading for Susan. I have this great need to organize everything. That makes me believe that this individual who killed Susan, he moved things around. He moved things around. I am convinced of that. Yes, there is a place where there are rattlesnakes for sure, or some sort of snakes. Absolutely. There are some snakes. Something to do with anchor. Was she wearing some kind of a jewelry that had an anchor on it or something? Or like a charm or a bracelet or something? This is just a ring, but there's something written on it. Oh my God, please tell me, where is my little magnifying glass? What? This is a wedding ring. I think her wedding ring was taken away. Or did she lose her wedding ring? Somebody can, or did she stop wearing it for a bit or something? And butterflies. If there are pieces of jewelry that I feel that she has lost, I'll tell you, wherever it is that they go, if they go looking for it, they have to be careful. There are a lot of snakes over there. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know what else that means but that. H, D, and L, I don't know what that means. What is this? See, but then we have Sagittarius there too. Okay. Ace of Cups. Three of Cups. There are some cards that are in the reverse here. So if reversals come up, I'm going to take it. The Emperor in the reverse. Saturn Saturn in the Ace of Cups. So I'm going to say restriction of emotions. So emotions were absolutely cut off, meaning that Ace of Cups in the traditional tarot talks about a great proposal, a marriage, a baby, etc., etc. But this with the Saturn over there, it's like whatever that proposition or the proposal was completely for the to have the opposite effect. So there was a proposal made. No, I'm going to say something was given to her. Something was given to her with Saturn over there. Something was given to her to make her feel drowsy or to kind of make her feel woozy, where she lost the cognizance, lost control of her, where she was unconscious or fainted or something. Something was given to her with the constriction over there. Then we have Three of Cups. We have Cancer and Mercury over here. Mercury talks about quick thinking, taking quick action, and with Cancer over here, and you have Three of Cups. Three of Cups does talk about circle of support. I'm going to say this fellow didn't do it on his own. I am going to say he had a circle of support to help him. Okay, and this circle of support came from somebody who he was emotionally tied to, so there's a lot of talk about all that weird stuff about, her father-in-law, like he's being a weirdo, wacko, whatever. And Joshua Powell's relationship with his dad is popping up here. They have a pretty close relationship. I'm going to tell you that Joshua Powell's dad definitely assisted him in Susan Powell's demise. Slam dunk. Then we have the Emperor card in the reverse. Now, Emperor card, as we know, is Aries. Now, remember, Joshua was born on January 20th, 1976, and he died on February 5th, 2012. He was born on Aquarius time and died in Aquarius time. She was born in Libra season and died in Sagittarius season. So, with the Emperor card in the reverse, now she's a Libra, 7th house. Yes, she definitely did reach out to somebody before she either passed or she was planning to reach out to somebody. Now, this is the Emperor card in the reverse. I'm going to say that the power was taken. Okay. Joshua's father basically took control, took the lead. He assisted Joshua. He took the control, he took the lead, and I am going to go so far as to say it was completed by Joshua's dad. I know for a fact. How they met up, how they didn't, all that I don't know. Again, Saturn and Aries over here. So the father 100% assisted him, and the father, I would go so far as to say, actually completed the job. Joshua, he didn't have the gonads to finish the job. The father did. Thank you, Gypsy Girl. This video is for entertainment purposes only. These are my observations and my opinions. Please do your own research, do your own due diligence, form your own conclusions, and draw your own opinions. Pamela Strutman says D was Dave. Who is Dave? I don't know who Dave is. Oh, she recorded a will and stated if she died, it was her husband. I don't know about that. Yes, this is our Forget Me Not Friday. Yes. I figured I'll do Forget Me Not because, it's not just missing persons. There are people who may have been found or, maybe their bodies or the remains were found and brought back. Either way, they are like, hey, Christine. Hey, Denise Stuck. I see you. Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. Leslie, you asked the weirdest questions, Leslie. I just said everything, and it's almost like you're goading me to re-say it. Please don't do that. I mean, pay attention, you'll know. Don't ask me the same redundant questions over and over again. The Tower card clearly shows us that a disillusionment, dissemination, right, a destruction of a partnership, structure, a home. Clearly, in this case, a partnership as well as the home. Look at that fire, right? Saturn again. Seventh house again. Friends, marriage, partners, contracts, and relationship. She desperately tried to reach out to somebody, y'all. She definitely did. She definitely did. I'm also going to say one thing though. The fact that he set the whole house on fire and all that, I don't think it was his intention to actually kill himself. I do feel that he couldn't get out in time. I truly believe he couldn't get out in time. His intention was to do the kids also and just vanish. I don't think he intended to commit suicide. He just wanted to blow up the house, the kids, the evidence, and he would have slipped out the back door. Unfortunately, he couldn't get out in time. He couldn't. It started at home. The whole thing started in the house. That much I can tell you. Oh, Dave Sparks of Diesel Brothers worked on the search for Susan's body. Okay. Is the father-in-law still alive? I don't know anything about that. I don't know if the father-in-law is still alive. That somebody has to look that up. Oh, the father-in-law died in 2018. Oh. We don't need that. Three of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Mars and Capricorn. See, such heavy Saturn in this reading already. So we have Mars and Capricorn, right? Did I not say earlier we had Mars and Capricorn because 1, 2, 3, 4th house, which I said was emotion. No, not for him, for her. 12th house, so he's in Aquarius, which is Saturn, and here we have Mars and Capricorn. Lot of anger, lot of animosity, lot of fighting, restriction. She definitely felt like she was extremely restricted. She felt she was very, very restricted, almost like she doesn't know what to do, doesn't know where to go, doesn't know how it's going to turn out. So much of Saturn in this. It's just such heavy Saturn. And Saturn, although is not necessarily the god of death, I wouldn't say that, or the planet that causes death. Saturn is all about restrictions. This poor lady felt like she was forever in a bind, like, right? So, like she was tied and there was no way out for her. The Hierophant is a Taurus card. Definitely a lot of authority here. This father, right? This father is the one who calls the shots. The father is the one who calls the shots, not so much Josh Powell. Josh Powell was also under the influence and also under the thumb of the father. Oh my goodness. Are there a lot of rattlesnakes in Utah? I've been to the Lion National Park and the other one. We did those 5 parks we did way back when. I don't remember what the other one. Is there a park that starts with the name B as in boy? In Utah, or is it in some other state, or is it in Colorado? I don't know. If somebody can answer, are there a lot of rattlesnakes around there? Because I'm being shown that that's where they are going to find. There are a lot of snakes over there. Okay, 9 of Swords. Yeah, let me do this so that way you can see. 9 of Swords. Ace of Swords. And 8. The Strength card in the reverse. Mars again. But in Gemini, Mars and Gemini. Gemini is very mercurial. See, here we go again. We have a lot of the Martian energy, which is a fiery, feisty, warring energy. And then we have a lot of Saturn, and then Gemini pops up again. Gemini talks about being mercurial. They changed their mind, but they changed their plans, but decided to go for it anyway. I would say initially the intention was to mercury poison, right? And just say, oh, she ate something or whatever. But they changed their mind. They had some clarity of thought, and they decided to change their mind and thought that mercury poisoning would have been too convenient, too easy. So they had to regroup and reconfigure and have some clarity of thought and figure out a way to eliminate her. Man, Saturn again. Whew. She was completely made powerless. I'm going to say that there was also some blunt force trauma to her head. Absolutely blunt force trauma to her head as well. I wouldn't go so far as to say it was a gun, and if it was a sharp object like a knife or something, that is way back later. I would consider that's the least of my. I wouldn't quickly jump to a sharp object like that, but it's more like a blunt force trauma to the head. Her 2 kids were her strength. She lived for those kids. She would die for those kids. No, y'all, I'm going to say it one more time. That ugly, nasty, monstrous father-in-law also had a pretty big hand to play in this. Pretty big hand. Bears Ears National Park, yeah, something like that. I remember we did a whole bunch of road trip, and we covered it was California, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, Utah, and Texas. We covered all these states one time, I remember. And we did a lot of these national park thingamajiggies, so I don't know. I couldn't tell you the exact name. I just remembered B and Lion National Park. Those 2 I remember very clearly. The others I don't. Hang on. Let's see. What else you got for me, girl? So then we have the Five of Swords in the reverse. She couldn't fight no more. Venus in the reverse. See, Five of Swords in the uprights talks about violence and abusive relationships. When it is in the reverse, and Aquarius over here, it talks about being in the reverse. I'm going to go so far as to say it, and see, he's an Aquarius. He was born in Aquarius season, he died in Aquarius season. I'm going to go so far as to say he was also abused. He was also abused. There is no doubting that. Almost like a psychological abuse. You know, I don't know much about his relationship with his dad, but I'm going to say, Nicole Hammond says Heavy D Diesel Dave. I don't know who that is. And Les Nuttall. Not sure if Les name is spelled. Okay. Lugala who had the tip at the cave and says, okay. Who are these? Yeah, these people. Texas, go ahead and completely remove them, Texas. There's that weird remove. Right? Why isn't it removing? Oh, that's because she already did it. What am I thinking? Zion National Park, not Lion. Thank you, Aquarius girl. Oh my God. Zion National Park. Yes, correct. Zion National Park. I don't know why I was thinking Lion National Park. Then we have the Lover's card in the upright. Ten of Wands. Total oppression. You know, I'm going to say this. All this talk about that leery father-in-law wanting Susan for himself is 100% true. He was definitely competing for her with his son. He was definitely competing with the son for her affections. For him, he didn't look at his son as a son, a father-child relation. It was another guy. So may the best man win. That type of attitude he had as far as she was concerned. And then with the ten of Wands, absolute oppression. Feeling burdened. She was definitely very, very burdened because she's saying, like, again, the push and pull between Saturn and Jupiter. She's like, where do I go from here? She died in Sagittarius season, remember? She goes, where do I go from here? I have to break free, but I can't break free because of my kids. If I tell anybody about this weird dude, they're not going to believe me. So how do I manage things? Perpetually walking on eggshells. But I won't be surprised if the next card shows me what I think it's going to show me. And that is that she did discuss it with Josh. And he told her to shut up and comply. I think he was a little afraid of his dad too. The Moon card in the reverse. So whatever was hidden came to light. So I wouldn't be surprised if he actually said, yeah, you better comply. I wouldn't be surprised. And Pisces is here. So she's a Libra. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sixth house talks about, yeah, discipline and habits. And he's an Aquarius. Pisces is the second house. But you know, I'm going to say, I'm sure she must have told Josh that, hey, your dad is making me uncomfortable or whatever. And I'm sure Josh said something like, suck it up, buttercup, comply. I think that's what broke her heart. And I will tell you, Josh was afraid of his father. The father is a horrible guy. That father is an absolute... I have names for him, but I can't say it on YouTube. We're going to try to keep it classy. Stephen Powell. Hang on one second. Let me do... See, this thing is not going to allow me to do the thing for his... let me see if I can do... Stephen Powell, right? Here, hang on one second. Steven. Hang on one second. Powell, that is. It was time, y'all. See, for her it's 5th house, for him it's 4th house, and for the father is 6th house. 4, 5, and 6. This triangle is interrelated. 6th house talks about, yeah. Now, this, it is, so 6th house, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is Pisces. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is Cancer. Yeah, it is 100% interrelated. The father is really controlled this boy. I wouldn't be surprised. Look, we can't always throw this in. I can't always say, every man or every girl who has gone on to become, every man or woman who's gone on to become an abuser was himself or herself abused as a child. That's not true for every single case. But I will tell you, Joshua was very well aware of his father's shenanigans, and Joshua was also a little bit afraid of his father. I will tell you one more thing. Absolute lack of respect for females. Absolute lack of respect for females. Both of them. Joshua, if dad said make peanut swirlies, he'll ask how many swirlies do you want? If you know what I mean. I don't know what Chuck says, 100% agree, but okay. I'm not keeping up with the conversation over there. No respect for women. 6 of Cups, Scorpio, and the Sun card. Look, y'all, I'm telling you, so this card is telling me here that absolutely, okay, we are going to get a little graphic. We're going to get a little adult conversations because I'm not going to filter anymore. This video is for entertainment purposes only. These are my observations and my opinions. Please do your own due diligence, do your own research, form your own conclusions. If there is some adult language used, and if it bothers you talking about graphic stuff, you need to click out and go watch something else that's more suitable for you. Lot of pleasure. So there is Scorpio and the Sun card here. Sun obviously talks about the child. So here we are talking about Joshua and his dad. His father basically had Joshua by the family jewels. See, I have to be careful the kind of language I use, okay? If you'll sure know what family jewels mean, and if you don't, then I'm not going to spell it out for y'all. This card also shows me, I wouldn't be surprised if Joshua's dad actually utilized Joshua's family jewels. So, think about that for a second. I have to be careful, okay? Please, I mean, I can say things, but I don't want, I'm trying to keep it classy, okay? Trying to keep it classy here. So, no, he had no intentions of killing himself. His intention was to set the house on fire, okay? His intention was to destroy whatever evidence they had in the fire and let the kids go, because he knew if he ran with the kids, then the hunt is on, okay? It's a different kind of a hunt. But if he ran by himself, that's a different kind of a hunt. You get what I mean? So his intention was to set the house on fire, destroy all the evidence. I have no need for the kids, whatever. I'm just going to slip out through the back door and run off. But he couldn't make it out in time. I don't know where the bodies were found or all that stuff. I don't know. I can't tell you. Somebody has to put it in, whether they found it near the door or the window or the steps or whatever. I don't think he was able to make it out in time. If he had made it out in time, he would have been gone. We would never have been able to catch him. And soon after he went, his father also would have bailed. 100% father would have bailed. See, we also have to be respectful, right? Because at the end of the day, what little I know of the case, Joshua has a sister, right? So she's still, trying to, very traumatizing for her, right? She completely understands and acknowledges that what Joshua did was wrong. She also talked a lot about her father and says her father was a psycho, whatever. I saw that interview, full disclaimer, full disclosure. But you ask her, she'll tell you this man was just, didn't much care for women. Absolutely no respect. If Susan, hindsight is 2020, she had 6 more days. If she could have gotten past those 6 days, right? She went missing on, or she was reported dead as of December 6, 2009. If she had got to December 12th, even 11th midnight, this was a big hurdle for her. She would have gone over it. She would have been fine. But what? He attacked the boys with an axe before the house blew up, but there was smoke in the boys' lungs at autopsy. Oh my God. Joshua's sister described her father as a slithering snake with a slick tail. Oh my God. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. That level of, see, Ace of Pentacles in the uprights talks about promotion and investment, a job, whatever. So I don't know if she was coming up for a promotion or something like that, but in the reverse it says that whatever that new level up, that new opportunity to step up was taken away. Now I'm also going to tell you with this, the root of the power of earth, all carnal instincts, okay? When we talk about carnal instincts or anything carnal, we know what we mean by that, right? It's all the very carnal stuff, like very earthy, carnal, earthy, but then again, the very physical, the sexual, the great need for that, that sort of a thing. The father is into that sort of, I don't know why the father's energy is coming up so much. Let's take a quick look and see, because more than this idiot Joshua Powell, his dad's energy is coming up. But I will tell you one more thing that I'm sensing from Joshua. I don't know whether he himself is giving me this information or I'm being shown this. I couldn't tell you that. Is that he got to a point where he himself was sick of his dad. He was just sick of it. He was just sick of it. I'm just sick of it. Joshua's father definitely did help kill Susan, 100%. Okay. When I asked, see, so this is contradictory information I'm getting. I don't know. I'm just telling it all to you. I'm not going to backpedal. When I did the cards, I was shown that his intention was not to kill himself. But here I'm being told his intention was to kill himself, and his intention was also to kill the kids. So I'm being very transparent. What I'm shown is what I tell you, and take it for what it is. Or maybe he wavered. Maybe he wanted to, he didn't want to, and he went back and forth. That's also a possibility. Maybe that's what I'm being shown. We will find her remains, y'all. We will find her remains. I asked if we will ever find her remains, and I'm told yes. We will find her remains. I know she's been gone since she passed in 2006, right? So that's how many years now? 6, 10, 14, coming up 15, 16 years. I asked if we ever will find her body, and I'm being shown yes. That rage, man, that rage. He had enough. His father manipulated him to such an extent that towards the end, Joshua is saying that he's had enough of his dad. He just had enough. Had enough of his father. There was he had no control over his dad. He says there's nothing I could have done or said to have stopped my father from harassing us. He did after a certain point in time believe what Susan was saying, but oh, thank you, Texas Patriot. Thank you. Give me 1 second. So, December 1949. So, that's 3, 4, 4, 5, 9. So, that's 1, 9, 2, 9, 3, 9, 4, 9. That is 11. So he has 6 and 11, right? So he was born on December 19th, which is Sagittarius. Okay, maybe that's why we had the Jupiter card pop up. 11 and 6. So 6th house talks about discipline, habit, like groups of people. Okay. Okay, thank you, Texas Patriot. I'm being shown that Joshua got so sick and tired of his dad. He said he later believed what Susan was saying, and when the switch got turned on, because Susan told him, you don't want this to happen to our children. You don't want this to happen to your boys. That's when that switch was flipped in Joshua's head. And it was almost like that old man, that Stephen had such power over this kid, such power. Joshua is saying there's nothing he could have done to go against his father. He was terrified of his dad, man. He was terrified of the old man. And yet again, it is almost like that Stockholm syndrome, right? So, which leads me to believe, I wonder if he himself was abused by his father, right? I do, Kylo. And why are you asking? This is not the forum for you to ask these questions. Let's stick to the subject at hand. Thank you. Unbelievable. Let me quickly do a spread for this fellow. I'm being shown a piece of blue cloth. Like, if so we are having this, right? And let's say a part of it is torn and it's kind of flapping around. I see a blue cloth. I'm not going to call it a turquoise blue. I wish I had a blue around here to show you exactly what kind of blue or something similar to that well, maybe I can. I'm going to show you. See this blue inside here? Is that turquoise blue or is that sky blue? This blue. It's a piece of blue cloth that's flapping around. So I wonder if that is going to be what is found where she is found, whether she was wearing something blue or something to that effect. But it's a piece of blue fabric. Blue fabric. They're very specifically telling me blue. She's not letting me read for Josh. She is not letting me read for Josh. So she's also okay. This is graphic, y'all. She's not letting me read for Josh. Okay, this is graphic, y'all. I'm sorry it's a bit graphic, but I'm being shown like it's not a knife, but almost like something is being drilled into her eye, her right eye, like something is being drilled into her eye. It's not a knife. It literally looks like a drill gun going into the eye, her right eye. They found a blue piece of cloth in the mine. A blue piece of cloth. She doesn't forgive him. Blue jeans and a blouse. Oh my goodness! I didn't even know. Chuck, can you let us know if that they were able to identify either via some sort of a testing or anything? But whose it had male DNA on it, but it had male DNA on it, but was it a men's genes? Just because it had male DNA on it doesn't eliminate that it might have had female DNA on it, right? Another thing I'm being shown, so I don't know, honey, I'm being shown. So maybe around that same area they need to look, I don't know. Another thing I'm being shown is matted hair with blood and the skull part over here. So there's a piece of skull missing, okay, with matted hair. That's how they're going to identify her. That's how they're going to, oh my God, my head hurts, my neck hurts, everything hurts. Matted hair, a piece of skull with matted hair, bloodied matted hair. It's from the back of the skull. Okay, can somebody verify this? Can somebody verify this? What I was told is, don't worry, the puma will get her, or the pumas will get her. So do they have Puma. I know it's a kind of a cat. Puma in Utah. Do they have pumas? I know they have mountain lions in California. So are they called puma in Utah, or is it a different kind of a wildcat? Don't worry, the pumas will get her. And what I'm being shown, y'all, here we go again. Are you all ready for my drawing skills? Oh my goodness, here we go. Where's a piece of paper? Give me a piece of paper. I want a piece of paper. So, okay. Sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. Yeah, Bernie, I agree. I completely agree, Bernie. That's a horrible situation. So it's like, okay, my drawing, okay? So it's like all this Rocky Mountain stuff and all that, like that, all like that. And then here's that, like almost like a doorway, right? Okay, this is the doorway. And you go in, and then it's like ledges inside. Oh my God, this drawing is not going to work. No, there's no point. So let's imagine it's like a rocky area, like mountainous area or whatever, rocky area, and you have that doorway kind of a thing. That doorway doesn't have arches and supports, but it looks, honey, hush. It looks like as tall and as wide as a regular doorway that we have for our homes, you know. But as you go inside, it's like the rock is in shelves. It's like layered, like in shelves. You know what I mean? So when you look at old historic places, you know how the rocks, then you'll see big boulders, and then you'll find the flat white pieces like shelves. So under one of those is where she will be found. And I very clearly heard them say, don't worry, the pumas will get her. So can somebody confirm if that's the type of wild cats they have in Utah or not? Oh, Pauline. Yeah, Pauline. Good for you. I had to turn around and look over there. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, they have pumas. They are also called cougars. Okay, that's what I figured. The wildcats, each state calls them different names. I just call them kitty cats, but you know, I'm trying to be smart. Is a impact driver. They found tools that way, but I don't know what an impact driver is, honey. I have no knowledge about carpentry or tools or equipment or machinery and all that. You want to talk horses, you want to talk dogs, you want to talk tarot, you want to talk astrology, I'll talk all day long. Okay, but anything else, and you want to talk finances, that's my forte. I can talk about all of that, mergers and acquisitions and all that, I'll talk. But anything else like this, I don't know. You talk to me about cooking some exotic dishes. I know that I have. I'm trying to be a smart ass right here. But I don't know what that means, honey. I don't know what kind of equipment that is. So therefore, I can't comment. I don't know what that means. I seriously don't know. Ooh. You know, if that has happened, then you won't find anything except scattered skeletal, because even the skeletal remains, keep in mind, you know, animals would have taken them, scavengers taken them, and they would have been scattered. But one thing I was shown very clearly was a piece of skull from the back with bloodied matted hair. That's what I'm clearly shown. That bit is lying somewhere around. Wait. The final results, the pants was a miners in the 1920s, filled with, oh my God, I know, gross, but okay. Well, okay. So that's possible. But I don't know. I don't know what kind of jeans are that particular color. We all know jeans is a different color. But I'm being shown a torn piece of fabric. Remember, y'all are saying pants. And y'all are saying jeans. But I'm being shown, like, remember I showed you here, like this bit, the corner bit over here. If it is torn, how will it look, right? Like, say a little bit like this corner is torn. I very clearly said that. So I don't know. I'm just... Hi, John. Okay, let's get on with it. Let's get a quick reading because we're already an hour and 20 minutes into this and we're still... I'm going to see if I can get anything for Joshua. I don't want to do a reading for that Stephen. I hope he just vanishes. I hope his spirit doesn't hang around. Saturn, the moon, I'm not at all surprised, and Leo. So he's an Aquarius. Aquarius is ruled by Saturn, right? And Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. So we have the moon card here. Moon card is a Cancer card, right? It talks about emotions. It talks about hidden emotions. And we have the sun card. So the Leo card. Leo is ruled by the sun. So now he's an Aquarius. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th house. 7th house for him. Partners, contracts, and relationships. That's what it was all about. I am being told that he had a special relationship and a special contract with his father. Y'all, this is way too graphic. I know his sister is still alive and well, but it's almost like the father had an unwritten, unspoken contract with him, like a understood contract with him, that he would also have access to his, oh my God, he would also have access to his conjugal bed. Really, those are the words that are being told to me. I didn't pull those words out from my back pocket. So that is a bit harsh. So I'm going to say this fellow was completely under the control of his father. Like I said, if his father said, go make peanut twirlies, he'll ask, Dad, how many do you want? That kind of a stuff. And if you don't know what peanut twirlies are, then I don't know what to say. You watch, somebody's going to ask very specifically, what is a peanut twirly? I don't know, Joanne. Sometimes I'm not doing anything. I think sometimes YouTube does it, or maybe you have to log out and log back in or something like that. The moon card again, highly emotional. Lot of things were hidden from the public. Lot of things were hidden from Susan. Lot of things were hidden from his own family. The Chariot, another Cancer card. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Again, another moon card. And then we have the Magician. Lot of things hidden. Lot of things hidden from the family, from Susan, from society, from Joshua's own family regarding the relationship between him and his dad. Regarding to what extent Stephen was controlling Joshua's life, and to what extent that abuse went. Was it just physical? It was mental, it was emotional, it was spiritual abuse. Any way, shape or form. This man was terrified of his father. Lady Grace, really? Oh my goodness. Wait, I think we have an icon for that. Where are my icons? Hang on one second, y'all. Where are my icons? Where are my icons? I'm going to pop up a peanut swirly icon. Well, I won't do it. No, that'll be kind of rude. Swirly. Swirly. Peanut swirly. Becca, will you ask on one of our Zooms, Becca, and then I'll tell you. You're going to be so embarrassed for asking. Now go figure. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We are all going to crack up now. Okay, if I tell you what I call peanut swirlies, you know what? Let's have some fun, because we are always talking about such serious issues, right? So let me see if I can find what I call peanut swirlies. Let me see if I can find that icon. If I find that icon, I will put it up. And it's okay. I think I'll put it up. It's not a bad thing. Is that it? Is that it? I think that's it. I think that is it. Okay. Who's Mama Bear said, they taste so good. Mama Bear, oh my God. Oh my God, you guys. Yeah, I don't know. Silke, we'll ask, honey. We just got, yeah, let's have some fun. I figured it's such a serious reading. Chuck, do you have any questions for me, Chuck? Peanut swirlies, Auntie, you're welcome. You're welcome. Chuck, any questions for me? Hey, y'all, 29 people are not giving me the thumbs up. What? All right, we'll ask. I didn't even know he had a brother. I know, Kylo, that is the peanut lol, but get the message. Oh my God, Elsie, you're something else. Yes, Susie Q, absolutely. I have to write it down. Peanuts Wallies. I got to make a note of it somewhere. No, Carriage House, you're not. It's just a funny thing. Funny thing. Hey, Afro-Human, give me 1 second. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I texted myself that's going to go on one of those t-shirts or whatever. He had to ask his father whether Susan was acceptable to marry. He's saying he had to ask his dad if Susan was okay by his father. Chuck, any questions for me? Specific questions, Chuck? I hope I know you wanted to kind of sort of know where she was at. See, I can only tell you what I'm being shown, right? I said 3 to 5 mile radius or 3 to 5 hour max. That's as far. Nine of Swords, absolute, utter feeling of despair and anxiety and grief. Absolutely. Thanks, Chuck. Absolutely, utter despair. Now, here again we have Mars and we have Gemini. So think about it. Gemini is very mercurial and Mars is hot energy and hot power. Mars is a planet of war, anger, war, action, that heat, that energy, right? And then you have Gemini and quick. So this tells me that he had a quick temper, okay? And he snapped, y'all. He just snapped and he was like, I'm done with this. I can't. I will tell you one more thing. If he had got out of the house alive, right, he would have taken out his dad. That's what I'm being shown. He would have gone after his dad. He has that intense hatred for his father himself. That's what I'm being told. That's what I'm being shown. So at the end of it all, let me see if I get a card of regret that pops up. I feel like he regrets what he did because he feels that he was completely manipulated by his father. The Magician, see? In the reverse. Mercury in the reverse. The Magician in the reverse. This clearly tells me that he absolutely did absolutely detest the amount of power his father had on him. He regrets towing the line. He does, absolutely does. The Moon card. And the upright. Pisces. The Moon card upright, the Moon and Pisces. Give me 1 second. Bernie, can you hush, please? Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. this is something I want to look at. Give me 1 second, 1 second. Where is my moon here? Moon, moon, moon. Moon, moon, moon. The moon's influence. Moon's influence 80, 47. Give me 1 second, okay? Moon in Pisces. Moon to Venus. Why am I not finding it? I thought this covered that. Moon in Pisces, right? Moon aspecting Pisces, but he is a Aries. See, I'm going to say that mental originality and even brilliance are contributed by positive aspects, but negative aspects can cause extreme nervous tension. Maybe that's why I was feeling that extremely, that anxiety, that pacing back and forth, but I also want to check Pisces, right? To give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Why am I not finding it? Mars, Pluto, the moon through the house is 56. 56. So if you look at his thing, he's an Aquarius and Pisces is his second house. So the moon in the second house. No, yeah. This fellow didn't stand a chance against his father. No, he never stood a chance against his father. I don't know about his brother. Somebody asked about his brother. I don't even know that I didn't even know he had a brother. But nothing is popping up there, so I'm not going to fabricate some crap. But I would also encourage you all to please, like, if anybody knows his sister, we don't want to put her on the spot because this is such a traumatic situation. I'm sure her relationship with the father was not any great. Okay, let's get this. Again, the Tower. This was destined to, y'all. Listen, earlier, if you remember, I said 4, 5, and 6. That triangle was destined. This was predestined. This was the way it was supposed to go down. This is how it was supposed to affect all the three people. The kids are not even factoring in this. I'm not even looking at the kids. So, Lady Grace says, that must mean thanks for addressing. He didn't come up, honey. If anything comes up with regards to him, I would definitely say it. So this triangle, was destined to be destroyed. This was destined to be disillusionment, destruction, completely taken down. Absolutely, there was no way this is going to end. No, but you know what? In all honesty, I'll tell you this though. This is what I'm being shown by Josh. He's saying, if I only had the nerve, I would have taken out my father, because Josh, as much as his father tried to brainwash Josh to be a mini Stephen, and Josh did carry on that, it was mostly out of fear for the father, but he did realize the destruction. And when Susan said, you don't want this to happen to our children, you don't want this to happen to your sons, that's when everything clicked in his head, and it was too late for him to go after his dad. He's saying, if it wasn't, if I had the nerve to take out my father, I would. And he would have, if he had not died in that thing, if he had not perished in that house going down in flames, he would have vamooshed. I told you his father would have joined him sometime, and then ultimately he would have taken out his dad. He definitely would have taken out his dad. Is there a karmic tie? Absolutely there is. 4, 5, and 6, absolutely. Absolutely. the Emperor in the reverse. Absolutely, he would have taken out his father. In this case, the father is showing up as the Emperor. Absolutely, he would have taken out in the reverse. Complete loss of power, completely taken him out. This guy is not a nice person, y'all. That Stephen, whatever, that turkey, the horrible, nasty fool. This was absolutely, this is how it was destined to go down, y'all. My only thing is, even that those kids, right, didn't stand a chance. Didn't stand a chance. One of the children, I don't know which one is it, knew more, even though he was such a child himself. I feel that he knew a little bit more. He had a little bit better understanding that something is going on here, something is going on here. He knew that. Is there a karmic tie? Answer that. Is Susan with the boys? Yes. Yes. I will tell you this, y'all. Three of Pentacles, the three of them are together. I will tell you this, as horrible as it is, Joshua does have some regret. He does have some regret. Absolutely, he does. So, Two of Wands, oh my God, Lord of Dominion. Two of Wands talks about, waiting so that he can move on. He's waiting so that he can move on. I suppose he's waiting so that, in the karmic world, whether Susan is going to, forgive him. But I don't think she is, because we have Aries and then we have Mars over here. Again, double whammy. No, I don't think she's going to forgive him. But Susan and the kids are together, that much I can tell you. Any other questions in regards to this case? Oh my God, see, I'm trying to shuffle the cards to put them away and they keep popping out. Six of Cups. Six of Cups. I would say there's a sense of nostalgia. There is a sense of wishing things were the way they were used to be. I'm going to say that they're definitely going to find her. Is that why he killed the kids? Did they? No. No. That's not what I said at all. Because he didn't want what happened to him happen to his kids. Right? He didn't want that. Anybody have any questions? Anybody have any questions? No? Okay. So shall we move on then? DTC Prime, I already answered that. Let me look into that. 6254 West. Utah 84128. Yes. He was jealous of his father because he also hero worshipped his dad, because the kind of power his father had, he wanted to be like him. All kids, they hero worship their parents, right? So to a certain extent he did. He was enthralled by the power that man had. But then again, it's like the Stockholm syndrome. So let's take a look at this. Give me 1 second. 8. 9 plus 8 is 17. That's 8. West. Sarah, H, circle. My neck hurts, y'all. 3, circle. Okay, a circle. West, let's count west again. West. Valley. Sorry about this, y'all. 4. Utah. Okay, let's do that. So then we have 10, 20, 25, 26, 30, 33, 36, 37, 37. That's 10, 10. Right, 37, correct? So here 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, 20, 30, 40, 50, 50. Okay, then 60, 60, 63, 66, 69, 70. Okay, 70. That's 8, 10, 13, 1. Okay, so 1 plus 3 is 4, 12 plus 1 is 3. No, 12. Yeah, karmic. Yeah, 12th house. Karma and hidden agendas. Absolutely. Yeah, no. See, people, I'm going to go a little. Oh my goodness. See, I, somebody else had a question up here. Will there be justice for Suman and to Steve do? So, when certain people, they follow numerology and feng shui and all that stuff, and they talk about vibrating to certain numbers, etc. Let me tell you, some homes are not necessarily conducive to certain people, and certain people don't do very well in certain homes, right? And we can say coincidental, we can say all those things, but I put a lot of stock in all of this because I believe in this and I've been practicing this for years and years. There is something to be said about certain people shouldn't be in certain locations. It's not a good match. Absolutely not a good match. Okay, visual OCD. So, anywho, let's leave that at that. So, we're going to stop this case because I had something else I wanted to do. Yeah, he was the main culprit. Absolutely. Oh, wow. I didn't know that, Kylo. I thought as much that it started at home. How terrible. Okay, let's move on. So this is another case. I'm going to stop with this case. And Chuck, at any point in time, if you have any questions, let me know. Or if that other individual that you speak of wants to get in touch with me. And because I'll be honest with you, there are certain things that I will not openly throw out onto the internet because you don't want the wrong information or the wrong person to get the information. But if the person who you mentioned is interested in actual personal reading, then I'll be more than happy to do that. Okay, enough of this case. Moving on. So, one thing I want to do is something else I'm going to throw out. Something else. Thank you, Tammy. Something else I want to throw out. This is a bit graphic. His daughter has to be very careful. She has to make sure she cleanses the energy in her house all the time. Because, absolutely, Chuck, my pleasure. Because this fellow, this Steven, his energy is bad. I wouldn't be surprised if his energy does come back to try some indecent harassment with the daughter. If she's watching this, honey, you need to. I'm not saying this to be salacious, or I'm not saying this for drama, or for effect, or to get more views. You need to do whatever you need to do to make sure you constantly are cleansing the energy around your home, your property. If you have any, I know it's very difficult because at the end of the day, he's still your father, right? Please, please, please make sure every single bit and piece, of course, you have his DNA, you have his blood, so there's nothing that can be done about it. But any single little bits and pieces, memorabilia, photographs, this, that, whatever you have about him, you need to get rid of. You need to absolutely get rid of. I would. If you were my friend, I would come straight up to you. I'd sit you down and I'd say, I know it's tough. I know it's very difficult. You need to get rid of every single bit of that. Every single little bit that belonged to that man, you need to wipe it out and cleanse your house. Now I gotta light this up some more. Hang on, y'all. Somebody needs to go talk to a shaman, y'all. Okay, I'm saying somebody needs to talk to a shaman in that area. Somebody who lives in a city starting with N, somewhere in Utah, somebody whose name who starts with N, they need to go ask that individual to help, because I feel like this is native land. I think if you get some assistance from them, the blockages will be removed so you can actually get to her. Oh, Chuck says he's not dead yet. I'm still patiently waiting. However, I'll get rid of it. You are treasured. Oh, my pleasure. I don't know what beryllium is. I'll have to look that up. It has a crystalline structure. Okay. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. You don't have to thank me. Absolutely. Oh, you did try? Oh. Chuck, email me, Chuck. We'll have a discussion on this later, okay? Email me. And if you want to get that other person also to email me, then let's do that. I will give you my telephone number, Chuck, and then if whoever, the family or whoever wants to get in touch with me, or the other individual who is trying to do something to help, I'll be more than happy to assist you all. And no, I don't charge for all of that, so you don't need to worry about it. And what did I do? I did something, I threw it away. Of course I did, because I'm like that. But okay, so the next case that I want to do is that's what I do. I use my candle. I just light it from the candle, because I always have a candle burning when I do work, right? So anyway, what I wanted to do was I wanted to cover this next case. I just know his name as Wes. I closed that case, Araceli. Once I lit the sage, that case is over. What I was going to say is this individual called Wes and his two kids, young children, apparently the wife and all of them were sitting in the backyard and they're all having a happy good time, and the wife gets up to go inside the house and she comes back out in a few minutes, and the husband and the two kids have drowned in the pool. So Chuck, my pleasure. You don't need to thank me. This is what I do. But thank you for acknowledging that, and my pleasure. So oh, thank you, because I didn't even find, I tried to look for the name and the date of birth and all that, and I couldn't find it, honey. So I was like a little bit bummed out about it, but I can get rid of that. I recycle a lot of paper, y'all. So let's do that. Jean Wesley Fontes. Okay, let's see. Okay. I don't know the kids' names or anything like that. We'll just go by Jean. Yeah, the case happened, and Gypsy Girl is the one who asked me about this. Okay, Jean. Fontes. Okay, that's all I know by Wes. Okay, so we'll do this. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 25, 25, 35, 35, 40, 46, 50, 52, 53, 54, 55. Oh, 10, 10th house. This was a 10th house situation, talks about a clash of morals, a clash of ethics, a clash of life goals. Oh, no, y'all. Woo, baby. This is like, this is another one of those cases, y'all. I'm sorry to say, but this is not accidental drowning. This is not, I don't know what the autopsy said. If there is an autopsy, I really don't know. But I'm hard pressed to believe this was natural. I'm hard pressed to believe this was accidental. I'm hard pressed to believe that the father didn't know how to swim, and somehow while he was helping the kids, somehow all three of them drowned. I am not buying that. Okay, hang on. Somebody texted me. Come on, buddy. Yeah, I got it, honey. I got it. Oh, Gypsy Girl, why am I missing your email? Hang on one second. Yeah, I got the picture. Yeah, that I got. I got the picture and all that stuff. But no birth date or obituary, even that I couldn't find. I got that. This part of it I got. Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm sorry. I didn't I saw that email. I didn't get his date of birth or his, what the hell? His date of birth or his date of death or anything like that. I didn't get. That's basically what I was trying to. Let's start off. This is going to be interesting. Yeah, this is a very, very, very. Oh, baby, I know the moment I do this reading, I'm going to have people coming after me saying, I can't believe you said that. How could you be so. You know how they went on and on about me after the. Even Oh, God, y'all, I have to share something with y'all. I didn't take down the Cleo Smith case video. I didn't. Because just taking down the video doesn't mean that I've erased it. I did it. It's always going to be there in the universe. And I didn't want to take it down. I stand by my readings. What I'm shown, I pass it on. I don't filter, I don't edit. But even the other day, I got a comment, even as recently as yesterday, not yesterday, this morning, a comment that, oh, fake, and oh, how dare you, or how could you, something like that. I didn't even bother to respond. I was like, whatever. See, people, let me see this that's going to happen with this case that I'm going to read now. I already know it. Let me explain something about tarot for those of y'all who don't understand. I say this time and time and again. Time and energy is fluid. What I see now, the situation could constantly be changing and evolving and changing and evolving, changing and evolving. Okay, sometimes if it is one and done, that's it, that's all, there's nothing more to be. But sometimes information comes in phases. It doesn't all just come at one shot and say, oh, here you go, nicely, neatly tied up with a bow. Okay, there are always going to be naysayers. You're entitled to your opinion, so bye-bye Bluebird, right? Or bye Felicia. So information will come in phases. Sometimes information changes, right? Because things are evolving. I did very clearly say in Cleo Smith's case, I said, go close environment. I did say close environment to her living quarters or where they had their tent up, and she was found within 7 minutes of her house. Nobody talks about that. I very clearly said she was taken. Nobody talks about that. But they all come after me because apparently I said that her mom is the one who killed her. And I keep banging my head against the wall. I say, these people are, let me use this really harsh word. These people who come at me because of that, they're plain dumb stupid. STUPID in capital letters. First and foremost, that is not what I said. Go and watch the freaking video. Okay? I said the mom knows something. Till today, they have not let out in the news who that other woman was, the female was, who was taking care of Cleo Smith. Think about it for a second. I'm going off on a rant, but this case is also going to get that reaction. I already know it, right? Cleo Smith, for a child who has gone missing for however many number of days. Okay, when the police found her, she was well fed, she was clean, she had clean clothes on, her hair was brushed, she was happy, she was smiling. Do you think for one single moment a 4-year-old child who has been grabbed and picked up by a complete stranger would be in that happy face? Would have that happy face? Would look so clean and neat? And smiling when the police came and picked her up? Do you think that is possible? 4-year-old, you still know the difference between those who are your primary caregivers and those who are your strangers. By that age, your brain is developed enough to know, right, your primary caregivers, grandpa, grandma, uncle, auntie, cousins, and complete strangers. So clearly, this child was in the possession of somebody who was familiar to her. They haven't divulged who that person is, and everybody and the police know it is a female. Okay, and even till today I stand by it. Go watch every single video interview of the mother and the stepfather. Y'all go look at the body language and the dynamics and come and talk to me about it. And I did say, if they don't find her soon enough within the next X number of days, whatever it is, there is a very high possibility she would pass. And I did say what I was shown the way she would pass. But everybody got their knickers in a twist and they were like, oh my gosh, she said this. I'm like, oh, whatever. Feel free and watch the video any number of times. I get more thumbs up. So good. You know, the analytics. I'm okay with it. If you don't like it, piss off. Like, pardon my language, but... yeah, that's a harsh word that I use. So, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Think about it, people. She was clean, she was well fed, she didn't look like she had lost weight. Little kids like that, you know, how much do they weigh? Even if they lose 2% of the body weight, it'll show on them because they're tiny, they're little, right? If it's a 20-pound child, a 25-pound child, or whatever the weight a child that age should be, if she loses 10%, or if she's, 30 pounds, she loses 10% of her body weight, that will show. That child was so well kept and it's unbelievable. So, anywho, yeah, no, that's why I'm over it. Even now I get comments about that video and I'm like, whatever, moving on, you know, stupid people. Yeah. Thank you, Afro-Human. Love you all too. So, you know, this case is going to get that reaction you watch. So, heads up. Thank you. Thank you. I'm hard pressed to believe that it is an accidental death. The question was it an accidental death? And the answer is very, very clearly. Oh my God. The answer is very clearly, it is going to be challenged. So the answer is very clearly, it is going to be challenged. So when that pops up, it's like, okay, what are we going to do? Oh, I didn't even know that. Yeah, this is very unfortunate. And I just saw a quick clipping of the mom. They interviewed the mom and she was crying. I'm not buying into it. I feel terrible. 3 lives are lost, father and 2 kids. Now, what are the odds, right? If they ever call it accidental death, it is going to be challenged. So you will have maybe another autopsy, second or third autopsy, and they will disagree or refute it or whatever. This is for entertainment purposes only. These are my observations and my opinions. Please do your own research, do your own due diligence, form your own conclusions, and come to your own opinions. Draw your own conclusions and form your own opinions. Jean Wesley. No, y'all, there was some issue. There was an argument issue, a clash of opinions, clash of life goals, clash of morals. Okay, I'm going to stick to it. If they say it was an accidental death, they are going to challenge it. So what I'm being told is maybe. So then it comes down to the nitty-gritty of actual forensics and actual autopsies. Like they'll say, oh, he had a heart attack, that's why he died. Then they'll say, okay, if he had a heart attack before he went, did he have a heart attack and then drown? Or did he drown did he have a heart attack and because he was incapacitated due to the heart attack, did he drown? Okay? Or the other way around. Like what I'm trying to say is, wait, did he have a heart attack and because he was incapacitated, he drowned? Or did he drown and that caused his death? Because at the end of it all, your heart stops beating, right? So the question is going to be, was there water in his lungs or no? Then you can tell it was pre-mortem or post-mortem. So that's what I'm being told. Now the kids, I don't know. Maybe the kids, if it was accidental, maybe the kids saw daddy struggling and they tried to get to daddy and somehow daddy fell over them. And if the kids were little and he's a grown man, maybe the body weight kept the kids under and pinned them down. That's a high possibility, but I don't know. I bet they got paid from a lot of interviews. I bet. But go watch those interviews and watch their body language. Unbelievable. The mom, she does all the gabbing, and that fellow just sits there and she looks at him. She always looking at him while she's talking, like almost to say, you shut up, I'm talking. Very interesting dynamics there. Jean Wesley Fontes. They're saying accidental, but it's going to be challenged, y'all. So Jupiter, it's going to be challenged. This is going to be a bit of a case. This is going to be, oh, those kids, man. Dang, those kids, the sweet, sweet, sweet babies. And they're so cute too. They're so cute. Cancer. See, Jupiter and Cancer. What? Okay, 18, 22. And the Sun card, definitely kids. Yeah, that factors. 10, 20, 31, 35. The Earth card. And Neptune. Yes, this is death by water. Absolutely. 10th house. Back to the 10th house. There was something to do with the clash of goals, clash of morals, some drama in the family dynamics, 100%. Whether that was the cause for this or not, I don't know. But how did the father or mother make a living? Is it related to the work? That's what I'm saying, because 10th house talks about career, reputation, morals, and life goals. Something to do with that. So either a clash of ethics, clash of morals, clash of goals, or something to do with career. Absolutely, because 10th house, that is constantly, even here 10th house, even here 10th house. So it's like the Star card, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Emperor. Excuse me. Aquarius, this was definitely going to be death by water, 100%. You have Neptune here and you have Aquarius over here. Absolutely, it would have been pressure was put on top. 2 kids, absolutely. Aquarius, this talks about unexpected help from an unexpected source, but it is almost keeping the weight down. It was almost like keeping the weight down, keeping equal weight down. Go figure. I'm not going to elaborate. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Wheel of Fortune along with Jupiter. So Wheel of Fortune says somebody in that did try to get help. Somebody did try to come out. Somebody did try, desperately trying to come out for breath or something, but they couldn't. For whatever reason, they couldn't. Then we have the Emperor card. Oh, the Emperor card. Somebody who has power. What is this individual doing here, and who is this individual? I want to know who this individual. See the Emperor card right under the Earth card, and the Earth card is 8. 8th house is wills and secrets, death, finances. I wonder if this has something to do with their work, y'all. I wonder if it has something to do with their work. Whoa. So we have 6 of Wands. Okay, 6 of Wands in the upright. Then we have 9 of Wands in the reverse. Somebody refused to stay within their boundaries, refused to maintain boundaries, and refused to stay within boundaries. And then we have Knight of Wands in the reverse. So what this tells me is, with the 6 of Wands, victory was to be had, but somebody refused to stay within their limits. I don't know what kind of work this person did, but I wonder whether he was going to be a snitch, or he was going to snitch somebody, or because of some decision he made, it was going to affect a whole bunch of people or something like that. Because here we go. That's Leo and Jupiter. I can see that. Then we have 9 of Wands. I see Sagittarius. Yes, I see that. And we have Jupiter here. So Jupiter. And then we have Knight of Wands. Taking action. Sagittarius, Sagittarius and Scorpio. Whoa, lot of Sagittarius energy here. This is bigger than what we are getting to know, what we are getting to see. There is a lot more to this case. And Scorpio, something is hidden, y'all. Something is hidden. This is again water. This death had to be by water. I don't know whether this man was a good swimmer. I wonder. Because this says definite death by water. So maybe that was his weak spot. Maybe he wasn't a very good swimmer. You know, just because you're 6 feet tall or 12 feet tall doesn't mean you're a good swimmer. Let me tell you, this gentleman is definitely a decade older than me, but somebody who I know and have known since I was a child. This guy, he's 6'4". You get him anywhere near even 1 inch of water, he'll flip his lid. He is afraid he's going to drown. You get him in 1 inch of water. If it rains outside and there's a puddle, it's not a water phobia. He'll wash his car, he will do all that, and he will, you know, all that. If he gets wet in the rain and all, it's fine. But if there is a puddle, right, he will do whatever he needs to do to go around it. He won't step. And we'll say, listen, it's just an inch, man. You can see the ground. And how do you know it's an inch? It could be 10 feet under that. He's that terrified. 6'4", terrified. An engineer, smart as heck, okay, very successful, okay, terrified, a fantastic, volleyball player, okay, but afraid he will not get into the pool. And you take him to like you go anywhere, holidays, vacation, to a seaside resort and all, yeah, he'll stay on the sand, but he will never get anywhere near the water, never. So what are you going to do? So just because a person is, you know, that tall and big doesn't necessarily mean that they either know how to swim. I'm not saying that about Wes. I mean, I don't know whether he knows or not. But there's a reason why water was chosen. Why this element was chosen. Probably because he wasn't a good swimmer and they knew about it. And then if you're not a very strong, even if you're a strong swimmer, at a... Oh my God, where did these people come from? So even if you're a strong swimmer and you're caught in a situation and you're stressed or caught off guard, there is a chance that you could fumble and drown even. But then if you add to the fact that you are not a good swimmer, then clearly, you know, there's a high possibility that you know, yeah, you can be on your merry way. Who is this idiot? I'm going to call you out to be an idiot. Who is this John Kotayam? You're an idiot. You need to get away from us. And I don't know who the heck you are. And if you're expecting me to apologize to some ding-dong, ding-along, then ding-dong, ding-along, you better be ding-dong, ding-along and go away. Oh my goodness. Exactly. If he's watching, he's a fan. So thanks for the views, dumbass. Sod off. Unbelievable. Apologize for what, you dumbass? You are the one who needs to apologize. Go away. Exactly. I don't know whether he was scared. See, Kylo, I want to make it clear. I don't know whether he was afraid of drowning. I don't know that. I'm just saying, you know, I don't know if he was a good swimmer. I don't know whether he was. See, that again, you need to pay attention to what I'm saying. You're taking my words and you're twisting it around. Clearly, you're hearing only what you choose to hear. That's the problem. I never said he was afraid of drowning. I never said that. Kylo, you really need to pay attention. This is the kind of stuff that bothers me because you'll only hear bits and pieces and then you take it around and form a question and come back and ask me and want me to reiterate it. That is not what I said. Pay attention to what I said. Did I say that he was scared of drowning? I never said that. I just gave you scenarios. I don't know if he's a good swimmer. I don't know if he was afraid of water. I never said he was scared of drowning. I was talking about some other person I knew. This is crazy. Kylo, please, you've done this a few times, you know, you come back with these weird, and there's another individual who does this all the time. I'm going to absolutely have to block y'all. Don't do that. Pay attention to what I'm saying. Do not twist my words around, because that's exactly what you're doing. You're choosing to hear what you want to hear and what suits your convenience. Pay attention. Cheers, Donald. Oh, wait, that's too many. So we won't take that. And then we have the star card. The star card, again, see another Aquarius, y'all. Again, another, remember we got this other Aquarius there? Right? We have another Aquarius over here. Interesting. Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have the Sun card, right? We have Venus, we have Mars, Mercury, the Moon, Saturn, and Jupiter. No, y'all, there was a premise for this. There is more to this. Somebody did this to even out the scale, to balance the scale. Somebody did this to balance the scale. So there is more to this case than meets the eye. Thanks, Texas. Sorry, y'all. Sometimes, when I use words like DUMBASS, I know it's not necessarily classy. Kylo, let me address you. So, Kylo, it's one thing for you to imagine things, but it's another thing for you to come here, listen to what I'm saying, and twist what I'm saying, and pick and choose what you want to hear, and throw it back like it is exactly what I said. So, if you have an imagination, a very vivid imagination, then just quietly listen and don't pass comments, because your comments kind of, and this is not the first time you've done it, Kylo, and I've been actually kind of let it go, but repetition of this kind of a thing, it kind of is not well received by me. So next time you want to make a comment, choose your words carefully, and please pay attention to what I'm saying. If you have a vivid imagination, don't comment, just listen and go somewhere and use your imagination for whatever, but don't twist my words around like this. Ten of Wands, absolutely. Oppression. There's a lot of oppression going on in their family. We are not talking depression. We are talking oppression. There is a difference. You get that, right? Oppression. Again, that push and pull between Sagittarius and Saturn. Stay small, no, let's go big. Stay small, no, let's go big. There is some drama going on. No, Kylo, I'm not saying this for you to make you feel bad. Now I feel bad. You have to understand why I am so anal about these things, why I'm so particular about this, and here's why. Let me explain it this one time and I'll let it go. Yes, at the end of the day, you're entitled to your opinions, but selective hearing can cause a lot of damage. Because when you're writing that comments literally maybe a minute, 2 minutes before I said something or after I said something, you write this comment. Okay, somebody else comes and watches the video later. They don't catch your comment right away, they catch it later. At that time I would have said something else, and then they assume that whatever I said is completely wrong, and everything gets distorted and everything gets twisted. So please pay attention to what I'm saying, okay? Because this is when things can go haywire. Absolutely, things can go haywire. So and again, another individual here on the chat does that too, and I will address it, because if this continues to happen, then you're very welcome to watch, but every time you'll make a comment like this, I will purposefully and consistently keep erasing it. This other individual, what she does, twists everything and comes back and asks me that question, are you saying XYZ? So then it pisses me off, because why are you asking me this question? Did you hear what I said? If you actually paid attention and heard what I said, you wouldn't ask me this question. Okay, I'm getting very honorary here, but That's just me. So let's move on. Over and done with. We had feathers flew and we're fine, because whoever that John Damas came and made us all get in a tizzy. So he's off, and so all the feathers have stopped flying. We have our feathers intact. Our wings are looking nice and fluffy. We are good to go. Let's roll. Okay, how about that? Moving on. So oppression, y'all, there's a difference between suppression and oppression. This is a whole nother ball game. And like I said earlier, see, the 10th house is consistently 10 here, 10 over there when I did his name, 10th house again when I did the major arcanas, right? When I did this one, right? So it says 10th house is reputation, career, morals, and life goals. So something could be going on as far as that is concerned. We don't know yet. That's why I've repeatedly got the same answer. They will call it an accident, but it will be challenged, right? So we'll wait and see what that is. I am not buying it right off the bat that it is an accident. I'm not buying it. I'm just not. So then we have 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles talks about leaving a legacy, a retirement, something for the family, right? Oh, I'm not going to say it. Because we have Virgo here, okay? And then we have Venus, and then we have Saturn. So Virgo is ruled by Mercury, and then Venus is Venus. So this is 9 of Pentacles, leaving a legacy, material gain for the family or for the female in the family. So I don't know whether out of this, again, I know people are going to come at me for this reading, but they are entitled to their opinions. I would not be surprised if this has something tied to INSURANCE. That's all. Okay? So, we finished our molting and look pretty again. Yeah, the feathers are all fluffed, right? We look good now. Okay. So then we have the universe. We have Taurus, and then we have the Lion. Things are coming to a full circle. Something is going to come through, honey. Something has come through. Something has come full circle for certain people. And by this sacrifice, something has come through full circle for somebody. But I don't understand why the kids got stuck in this. I don't understand why the kids got stuck in this. Just as I say that Mama Bear says those poor babies, I don't understand why the kids got pulled into this one. So, the Last Judgment. The Judgment card in reverse. See, Judgment is Pluto, correct? Did we get a Scorpio card? No, we didn't. Judgment is Pluto. With Uranus, sudden changes and shocks. No, y'all, this is almost like Judgment was meted out, like it was justified. But it's with the Judgment in reverse, there is no forgiving and forgetting. But with Uranus here, it does talk about sudden changes, absolutely sudden changes and shocks. And it did come very suddenly, very sudden. Judgment was carried out, but it was meted out. Oh, I don't know. Okay, all right, let me put away these cards and let me reshuffle. No. You can stop. You can wait. Stop. Don't want to go there. Yeah, no. I don't want to deal with that. This case, it looks very simple from the surface, but it isn't. I'm going to say this is another case, y'all. Very, very, very unfortunately, this case is going to there's more to this case than meets the eye. There are a lot of players. They're going to say it was accidental, but it's going to kind of be refuted. It's going to be kind of questioned. They're going to say, oh no, we have to do this autopsy, that autopsy. There's going to be all kinds of weird questions about it. And my Max, you're 100% right. And you know what? You're so right. Well, I wouldn't go so far as to say that Afro-human. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't go so far. This has got something much deeper. This is something that has been ongoing for a while now. And it built and it built and it built. And I hate to say this, but kids were collateral damage. Yeah. Two people, the sun in reverse, no happy times, nothing, just cut short. Both the kids, the two children were collateral damage. They had to be taken out. Three of Cups. Temperance in the reverse. Nine of Swords in the upright. Queen of Wands in the reverse. So, the kids were collateral damage. They had to be taken out. That I wouldn't be surprised. They shouldn't have. They wouldn't have passed. But for whatever reason, the Three of Cups tells me there has been some sort of a collaboration and some sort of a support. Somebody did have the collaboration and the support to have this, to take care of this. Now, Three of Cups again talks about the three people, the father and the two kids. We are talking about Mercury, Cancerian, and Mercury and Cancer. So Mercury is, and Cancer is, 100%. There is some secrecy going on over here. These three people, it was bound to be. Temperance in the reverse, lack of balance, absolutely lack of balance. Capricorn, Scorpio, and Sag. That's, hello, Capricorn, Scorpio, and Sag. So we have Mars and Pluto, Jupiter, Saturn. Again, Mars and Pluto rule Scorpio. Pluto is water, 100%. Temperance in the reverse, couldn't find balance in the water. Capricorn, Saturn had to constrict. Restrict and constrict. Nine of Swords in the upright. Mars and Gemini. Again, action. Mercurial, quickly taken care of. This was quickly executed. It was quick. The death was very, very sudden. Nine of Swords. Lot of grief and anxiety. Fear, lot of fear. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Aries. Pisces. Wands, of course, is a fire energy. Aries and Pisces. 12th house and first house. Interesting. First house is how you present yourself, and 12th house is hidden agendas, karma, hidden supports, institutions. So this was to reverse some aspect of their life that was all about how they presented themselves, what people thought of them, and truly what was hidden and what kind of stuff was going on behind the scenes. Unbelievable. I am going to stop. We are not going to go any further. It's getting extremely sticky. Let me set it aside for a second, okay? Just for a second. I need a bit of a breather. I'm just going to shuffle it and set it aside for a second, and we may pick it up, all right? It's very sad. That's the sad part. These kids, even Susan Powell's kids, they get stuck in something, these adults. I mean, it's terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Okay, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, Afro-Human, if that could possibly be the case. I don't know what kind of work did this guy do. There's nothing about his career. There's nothing about none of that. Absolutely nothing. Could be a secret life. Absolutely could be. But see, in the autopsy, it'll show no whether he died of trauma due to gunshot or knife or injury or whatever. That all that will pop up, right? But then again, we know with autopsies, with the autopsies, a lot of stuff can be hidden and changed, and you have the money, you have the power. Listen, this is a capitalist country. You have money, you have power, you can get anything. Are the three of them together now? Are they aware of how they died? None of that is coming through as yet. But the children, I see them giggling and being happy. I don't think the children realize that they're past. I'm not getting any specific energy. I wondered about what you asked. I'm not being shown anything at the moment. King of Pentacles. This has got something to do with some money, y'all. Something to do with money. Yeah, more information will come out. Absolutely, Mama Bear. You're absolutely right. See, I feel sorry. I mean, at the end of the day, whatever it is, a family member has passed and the kids are passed. I get it as a mother, as a wife. But again, I pay a lot of attention to the body language, how they speak, their emotions. And, you can pick up on all of that. And needless to say, it's not just me. There are a lot of psychics around who can pick up on the truth. So am I going to be, I don't think shaking this tree is safe. Yeah. Very true. I second that. I don't think shaking this tree is safe. So thank you, Afro-Human, for yeah, thank you. Let's just leave it at that, because that's why I stopped and I kept saying, no, I don't want to go there. So let's just stop with that. Any other questions you'll have? I don't think I should, y'all. We'll leave it at that. Any other questions you'll have for me? Besides the fact that feathers flew and we've settled down and we're fine. Who are those people, right? I mean, they come here and let's talk about these. Here, let's have some fun, y'all. Let's have some fun. To heck with all this, right? I mean, all these. Let's have some fun. Let's have a session. Let's have a session about all these fools who come on and try to create trouble. What's the deal with them? Let's talk about these. Let's give them the forum. Let's give them a little bit of time under the limelight, right? Let's talk about that. Like, where do these people come from? Come here and say all those things? I don't understand that. It blows my mind. So, anyway. Yeah, absolutely. You're right, True North. Yeah, it's very sad. Yeah. See, that's another thing, y'all. I think Texas Patriot has mentioned it on my behalf. And, sometimes there are some bits and pieces of information I won't divulge. They want to start drama, right? They want to start drama. I bet you turn around and give them a piece of their own pie, they won't take it. So, nothing better to do. That's another one. Lonely and needing attention, yeah. They're just not happy people wanting to make others' lives miserable. That's true too. Some people never open their minds. That's true too. They take it lightly. That's true too. Bunny wants to have fun too. Yeah. Kirtana's glasses are off. Everybody watch out. Oh my God, that is so... I'm going to put my glasses on because I can't see. Oh my God, chaos causes. Want to divert your energy and not focus. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Haters gonna hate. Bernard, True Knot says hello. He's like, yeah, whatever, I'm sleeping. So, just to lighten the mood a little, I'm going to share a little bit something about this guy. So, he is he has me trained so well, and I don't blame him because I let him train me. He's a very well-behaved dog. He's a very, knock on wood, he is a really very well-behaved dog. He listens to me. He listens to me more than he listens to Mark, just so you know, of course. There can only be one alpha in the house, right? And of course, it's a big joke because even Mark says he's a mama's boy. But there are times where he'll go try to chummy up with Mark, right? When he knows, okay, I'm not getting anywhere with mama, I'm going to go chummy up with dad. So he does that. Like all kids, he plays his little games. People like that always make me think they want attention. That's true too, Corey. That is true, Connie. But people are resistant to the truth. That's true. Yeah, I get emails, y'all. You won't believe the kind of emails I get sometimes. I mean, people, because, okay, 3:45 a.m., I should really go to bed. Good night, Mama Bear. Susie Q also should be in bed now, isn't it? It's probably pretty late for her also. I mean, I'm not telling her to go. I'm just saying, because I know where she lives, do the time distance. I mean, the time difference. So they send me weird emails because my email address is in the description box, like really nasty email. Taylor Swift song, haters gonna hate. Yeah, that's true. Shake it off. That's true. Araceli says there must be such perfect human beings ready to cast a stone on imperfect people. Well said. Really, really nasty emails, like using all kinds of foul languages and all that stuff. I read them though. Don't get me wrong, I read them. And click, they go into delete folder. And every once in a week, it gets dumped. But I will tell you though, these people don't realize when they send stuff out like that, you are sending out energy, a particular kind of energy in the universe. Remember, we're all tied by this invisible cords of energy. Keep in mind that energy at some point in time is going to do its route and get back to you. And when it gets back to you, it would have picked up all the other negative energy on route and it's going to come to you. So it will, and it is true. If you do something like that, it's going to come back to you tenfold. You know how they used to say, oh, you're going to get it back tenfold. Well, that's what it means. The energy is going to do its route. It's going to come back to you with all that other negative energy it's picked up. That's why they always say, project what you want into the universe. What do you want? You project that. Don't project what you don't want, which goes to, let me kind of segue into the candle work that we do. I always tell you all, be careful how you phrase it, right? How do you phrase it? I don't want ABCD. No, I want XYZ. There is a difference. So you always want to project what you want to get. And if you project negative, that's what you're going to get. So I don't think these people realize that. Yeah, of course they will. They'll be doing the karma dance. Absolutely. Good night, Becca. Take care. Oh no, she's telling Mama Bear good night. Sorry, Becca. I wasn't trying to send you home or go to bed type of thing. So I wanted to talk about Bernie. So we do the route, and today it was 35 degrees, and of course we are the only people. I am the only goofus in all of town, right? Who you will see walking my dog, rain or shine. Okay, cold weather, ice, snow, whatever. If puppy dog wants to go, and mama will indulge. So here I am, 35 degrees, cold as heck, all bundled up, and put on my little Ugg boots that are 15 years old, but I still have it. I should show you guys those boots. Oh my God. When those boots came out, y'all, I swore I would never buy them. And I saw people wearing them, and I was like, those are the ugliest dang things, and you will never catch me dead with those boots on, until I was given a pair for Christmas, and I put them on, and oh my God, I'm in love with those Ugg boots. So I had to eat my own words. So I will say though that we went out for a walk, and I said, Bernie, today's a short walk. We're not doing long walk. It's too cold outside. So what he does is we go like this, and we take a left to go for a short walk up the hill kind of a thing. But long walk goes all the way down and loop-de-loops and comes back. So there's a little fire hydrant over there. And when he sees me take a left, he just stops there and looks at me like, so his body is facing here. I'm here. He stops and he looks at me like, really? He just stops. He just stops. He won't move. And he'll just stare at me. He has on occasion just sat there. Just sat there. He's like, no, I want to go this way. And I'm like, this is cold as heck, dog. Of course, granted, I've taught him bad manners because sometimes I give in. So yeah, I'll own it. But today I was like, heck no, dog. So he didn't budge. He did not budge. So I went almost halfway up. I turned around and I looked at him. I said, pop up. The moment I said that, boom, he was by me in half a second. Pop up is basically firecrackers. Yeah, that's a code word. His ears have perked up. I just had to say, pop up. That's it. And he was like, oh, shoot, let's go. So, am I bad for scaring him? Yeah, but I was like, dog, it's too cold. So, oh my God. Oh yeah, he wants to train me. Sherilyn says she wants chocolate. Sherilyn, where did you get that from? Oh my God, yeah. Good night, Jenny. Hey, Jenny, I didn't even see you until now. Good night, Jenny. Take care. Yeah, dogs teach us what we did. True. I tell you, but he's the sweetest boy ever. He is the sweetest. He is so attuned, so connected to me, my timing, when I get up, and he knows me so very well. So when I get up, I let him out for pee, and then even though Mark would have let him out in case Mark woke up earlier than me, and then when I let him out, he knows, he goes outside, comes back in, and he gets his first biscuit for the day or cookie for the day, and then I make my cup of coffee and I sit on the couch and I'm watching the news or whatever. He knows where to come up and sit. He has his own couch. I have to take a picture of that couch and show it to you. I'll take a little video of that. I got to do that. So anyway, y'all have any questions for me, y'all? What is it? Everybody's craving for chocolate now all of a sudden? Oh yeah, Scout, you know how it is. Anybody who owns dogs or pets, we know. Yeah, I just said pop up and that's it. And when I had my Russian Ovcharka and my Mastiff, these two big dogs, like literally she was 168 pounds and he was 200 pounds flat. Big dogs, okay, big dogs. I take them for La Cresta. We would go on those little hikes almost every day, 3-mile hikes. These dogs were terrified of bunny rabbits, wild bunny rabbits. The moment I say, there goes a bunny, you know how they'll be lollygagging and they'll be playing with their friends. All of us, people in the neighborhood, we would take our dogs and they were all off leash. So they all got along. Not once did we see them get into it with each other. Not once. So all these dogs, they kind of got along with each other. And if they are lollygagging and I'm like, hurry up, let's go. I have things to do. I can't be here all day, on this 3-mile little trail hike and you guys take 10 hours to do it. No. And they wouldn't listen to me because they're busy playing. All that I got to do it. I don't know. There's a bunny rabbit over there. They'll look around like that and they'll be like, oh no. They were terrified of these wild bunny rabbits. They never got attacked or nothing like that, but they were just terrified of them. These two big dogs. Funniest thing ever. Oh my God. But anyway, guys, no questions for me today. Any random questions you have for me, let's ask and shut it down so that y'all can go get a good night's rest on Friday evening. Racheli says, I just learned I don't want peanut swirlies. Oh my goodness, that's gotta be fun. You'll never think of peanut swirlies like that again, right? Oh my God. Oh, Sherilyn, I haven't looked as yet, honey. I will. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Any random questions for me before we close it out? If y'all have no questions, I will close it out. Please follow me on Instagram, on my Facebook, on Twitter too. I have a Twitter thing too. And I'm just getting into it. So if I'm a little bit slow and if you all have any suggestions, let me know. Thank you so much for making that known, Gypsy Girl. Melvin C, hello. Let me say hello if you all have no questions. Hey, Susie, you're still awake, girl? Susie, I know you mentioned something about your son. I hope he's doing okay. I kind of sort of missed it. So let me start by saying Pauline, thank you. Texas Patriot, thank you. Texas, thank you. Kylo, thank you. Afrohuman, Sherilyn Schaffner, Scout Inquirer, Susie Q, Jacqueline Nell, Gypsy Girl, of course, Mama Bear. Then we have Scout Inquirer, Corny Taurus, Afrohuman, then Kylo, then Mama Bear, Tammy, Elise Hamilton, Chuck, thank you. Pauline Rabia, I mentioned her name. I know there are a lot of names. Miranda Norris, hey. Thank you for giving me his full name, honey. Sandra M. Ali, The Carriage House, Elsie Hamilton. I love you too, Afrohuman. Miranda Norris. Who else? I am most certainly missing names. Like there were a lot of people who came up earlier, right? I'm unable to scroll back. See, that's the question, Afrohuman. When you asked that question, I kind of saw something that I was like, yeah, no, better let this one rest. My Max 100, Araceli, Sharon Sofna, I did mention her name. There were more people. I think when I went on Miranda Norris, I think when I went on my little rant, people kind of were like, ooh, this lady's lost her mind. I own it, y'all. I mean, sometimes I do because it's like, it gets to me. So, sometimes do I overreact? Absolutely. I'm human too. I own it. I apologize. Yeah, True North, hello. Chuck says fun time. Thank you. Tammy Melton, Melvin C. If Karen Melvina is here, she has to send me I think I sent her an email asking for her address again. Good night, Mama Bear. Y'all, I'm putting together a little something. I'm trying to figure out how best I can do it. Kathleen Cheney, because of the first year, right? The 1 year anniversary of this YouTube channel. I'm trying to put together a little fun thing for us. I will announce it. It'll be one of those random things that I will do. I haven't figured out when, but I will do it, and it'll be fun. And there'll be giveaways and things like that. Make it in such a way that you all get to enjoy some goodies. And also, one thing I'll tell you, for those of you who are living in other countries and other continents, it kind of gets very, very expensive for me to ship anything out to y'all. I won't lie to you. The way I look at things, this is the analytical and the finance side of me that pops out. If, let's say, the items are worth $150, but I'm going to spend another $150 just on shipping, I'd rather just get you a gift card for $300 and say, here you go. It would make more sense to me, because that $150 I'm paying for UPS or FedEx or whatever is just a waste. Like, it's ridiculous, right? Because if I send it through US mail, it takes much longer. So then I have to resort to DHL or Blue Dart or FedEx or whichever courier service, UPS, and they charge a lot, right? So I'd rather just get you a gift card, right? Or get you an Amazon gift card or something like that. So if you do get something like that, if you are one of those people who lives overseas and wins something, I hope you understand. I know you would like the gifts and the goodie box, but to my mind, it doesn't make sense. I don't know whether you all can understand where I'm coming from. It's like I want you all to get the full benefit of the gift, right? Not just divvy it up in half and then just send half and the other half pay in shipping. So please know that. And for those who are within the United States, of course, shipping is not going to be as expensive as if I were to ship something to, I don't know, maybe Canada, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa. It's ridiculous. It's just absolutely ridiculous. So please know that it's not that I don't care, or it's not that, oh, what, just easy, just get her a gift card type of thing. That's not the intention behind it. I'm just trying to explain myself so that you all don't feel like, oh, she doesn't care. Anybody can get us a gift card. Yes, I know anybody can get a gift card, but it just doesn't make sense. It kind of really bothers me, right? So, anywho, yeah. So Jenny Prasad says good night. Good night, Jenny, and thank you for being here. Alia Ali, Scorpio Soul. Hey, we just see you pop up. Scout Inquirer, Sandra M, True Not, Araceli, Pauline Rab. Yeah, he's a cold weather. Oh my God, he's crazy. He sits there even in the afternoon. I was talking to Texas Patriot for a brief minute, and he was hopping like a cat on a hot tin roof. I said, "You want to go party? Go outside." And he goes in the backyard, and he's just sitting there. And it got so windy, and you could see the wind ruffling his fur. And I'm there all covered up, and I'm dog, and he's just sitting there, and he's looking at me, and he's looking around like that. I was like, crazy. I don't have fur, you do. Oh, wait, something happened to Kylo. Did she get upset with me for maybe I was a bit too harsh on her? I got to soften up. Maybe I'm just getting to be a honorary old maid over here, and I do apologize. See, Kylo, what I want you to say is I want you to direct your attention to what Texas Patriot wrote. And she was able to articulate what I was trying to say, and because I was so upset I couldn't figure out the right words. People do take what I say and they do twist it around, and they do get at me. Yeah, Alia, I don't know if I want to do that, child's Alia. That's too much. I'm not prepared to go to that level at the moment. Someday I will do it. I'm sorry. I know you've been asking. You have some really good suggestions, and I might get into. Did you say Nipsey Hussle, or who's the other one you said, Alia? I'll get into that. But this one, I'm going to let it be for a little bit. Thank you, Jackie. Crystal Pink. Oh, I didn't even say you, Crystal. Crystal, hey girl, thank you for being here. And thanks and good night. Thank you so much. I hope Chuck gets to visit us. I have got threatening emails. I don't know how these people got my cell phone number. Well, at the end of the day, if you really want to find somebody, you can find somebody, right? So I that's okay. But I got threatening emails, and I was like, yeah, whatever, it's an email, be done with it. Then I started getting threatening text messages, random text messages. And I would get text messages in the middle of the night. So I was like, when anybody calls you in the middle of the night, and if your phone goes off, you flip out because you automatically think you're sleeping and you're woken up suddenly, and you automatically think something really horrible has happened. And coincidentally, my work phone, not coincidentally, I usually turn off my work phone before I go to bed and wake up in the morning. Those couple of times I got those text messages, I don't know what or how it happened. Maybe again coincidentally, those were the nights that my phone, I forgot to turn it off. My personal phone, I keep it on. That I never turn off because my kids live in different continents. They can reach me anytime. And the kind of text messages I got, it got a little bit scary. So it must be hard. A mountain dig has needs for the wild. True not. My moderators are awesome. There's no doubting that. So it kind of got me a little bit worried, and I was actually a little bit taken aback, and I didn't want to show it to Mark because he the first thing he'll say, you better shut all this down. That's what he's going to say, because those text messages were a little too explicit. So we thought about it. Finally, I did show Mark, and after the third message, I showed it to him, and he was mad at me. He said, "Why didn't you show it to me earlier?" And I was like, "Exactly why? Because you're going to be upset." And he goes, he was upset. He goes, you better shut all this down. And I was like, if I do that, then it's like they won. So finally, I took a printout of that, took a printout of the email, and took it to the local cops, and just told them, and they wanted to know why. This was right after the Cleo case. And so they wanted to know, what video was this regarding. And so I had to give them the link and do all that stuff. And they said, okay, we'll look into it. If anything happens, any further stuff, let us know. Then the cops asked me, do you have a house phone? And I go, why? And they go, if anybody calls you on the house phone, don't answer the phone. Just make down every note of every single number you get a call from, the time and date and the number, and give it to us. So, and they told me then, I mean, the police in my little city here are top notch. Let me tell you that. They are top notch. And so I was like, okay, that's fine. I will do that. And for a couple of days there, I was actually afraid to go take Bernie for a walk alone. Sometimes, when Mark comes home a little bit late or whatever, I walk Bernie quite often, at least once or twice a day on my own, right? So I was actually a bit scared, and finally I had to overcome that. And that's the kind of stuff that kind of bothers me, because some of the things they were saying, they took it out of the video and what I was saying and things like that. So that's why I come down so hard. I'm like, don't twist my words around. So anyway. Better let the cops know, right? Yeah. So there's no excuse for people. Yeah, but it is what it is. So let's call it a night, y'all. We are 3 minutes past 10 o'clock. Thank you so very much. R. Tate, hello. Susie Q. R. Chelly, True North. If I missed it, Denise Wilson. I know Denise Stuck was here. Pauline Rabb, Sherilyn, Scout Inquirer, My Manx, Afro-Human, Alia Ali. Did I mention Denise Wilson? Yes, I did. You need to have cameras and a gun. Yeah, well, that's something I'm seriously considering, actually. Cameras we got, but no firearm. Last live about solar return chart that you have. Can you explain what that is? Yeah, Miranda, absolutely. So when we talk about solar return chart, right, we talk about the planetary positions when you were born. So we have 12 houses, right? Houses 1 to 12. And based upon it was a scary situation. Gypsy Girl says 10-4. Let me just answer this one question. How about international winners? How about international winners get to have a 20-minute or a half? Yeah, we can do that. That'll be great. That'll be a great idea. That's a good idea, Crystal. Absolutely. So with the solar return charts, your planetary positions when you were born will give us certain information. But a year from them, those same planets would have moved, right? So where are they now? What was the trajectory? Where are they now? And what are the implications of that? So it's almost like rotating everything, and because the planets are constantly moving, right? So where are those particular planets that were on your birth chart when you were born? Where were they? Which house were they? And those very same planets, where have they traveled to, and what are they? And what are they doing? In simple words, that's basically what it means. So I'm going to and I also want to say that's basically what it means. But the solar return chart also puts a lot of emphasis on the sun, right? It's mostly used in Western astrology, the placement of the trajectory of the sun. Mostly used in Western astrology. In Vedic astrology, they rely more on the moon signs. It's always the moon signs that they rely on, because they feel that is more stable, etc. So, there is a difference over there. It's very interesting though, the kind of information you get from a birth chart to the solar return chart as opposed to a year ahead chart. There are some differences in that. Get in touch with me, email me, and I will explain further, and then you decide if you want a reading or not. Oh yeah, this is very pretty. Let me show you. Okay, don't mind me. It's something I used to wear. Oh, hello. It's got a longer bag and it's like a blouse-on type of a thing. I almost fell into that painting. Oh my god. This is a BCBG blouse. I used to wear a lot of BCBG stuff because I used to like their products, but unfortunately the company is shut down, I think, or they were shutting down, or some drama happened over there. So, any questions? All right, let's call it a night. So, let's call it a 10-4, everybody. We've been here long enough, otherwise we'll go on chatting. Thank you, everybody, to the real family. Blessed be. Oopsie. To my moderators, thank you. Wait, come on. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Okay, y'all have a safe night. Take care, and I will see you in the next video. All right, bye, everybody. So let's end the chat. Oh, thank you. Crystal Pink, the problem is half those clothes I don't fit into ever since I put on all this weight due to this COVID stuff. That's the funny part. All right, y'all, let's call it a night. Good night, everybody. Take care. Oh my God, that was so funny. Yeah. All right.